Hello there, and we are live. See ya, ladies and gentlemen. You're welcome to another episode of the Big Guns 4, yeah, post game show, season
Stop the ball,
2,
please.
episode 3. See ya, guys. Yeah, we have a special guest who might be popping in today, Matt Adam, the Southern Gunner. So he should be popping in later on in the show. He'll be joining us later on. But before then, me and the brothers, we're just gonna, delve into what happened yesterday. Another shambolic performance by Arsenal Football Club just yesterday. Matt Adam has just reposted, on Instagram that is coming down here to have a chop up with us. Yeah, so he's joining us quite soon. See ya, guys. See, I'm getting audio. I'm getting audio from somewhere on radio, something. Yeah. Craig is
Still?
from you. Craig, it's from you, Craig. Yeah, yeah, yeah. So let's see if Craig is back. Okay, Craig is back. Yeah. See ya, guys. Yeah. Let's delve into what happened yesterday. Yeah. Arsenal, back to back losses. Yeah. Guys, back to back losses. Yeah. One at West Ham, and then we'll come out again and go down to Newcastle. I'll start from you, Craig, man. Craig, take it up from there, man. What were your thoughts yesterday? Back to back losses for Arsenal, heading back to St. James Park, where we had a field time last season. Uh, Now we actually just lost the game. So, what do you say about that horrible showing yesterday?
We didn't create no. We only had one shot on target all game. Lack of creativity. Odegaard was injured or dropped. One of the other was injured. Havertz riled up the crowd with that tackle on Dan Burn.
Yeah,
it was a shocking performance. Couldn't Eddie Nketiah looked like a little boy lost in school. Didn't know where his large money was. He just looked lost. Couldn't find a goal. Getting mushed off the ball by defenders. It was a shambolic performance from everyone. Nobody showed any fight or hunger. And every time we had a set piece in the second half, we were crossing it, going like across our three corners towards the end of the game. We could have got the ball in the box, so we could have headed it in. I was hitting the first man every time they were clearing it. So it was shocking to watch, really.
mm, mm. See, Weezer, of course, you take it up from there, and let's hear what you thought about that match.
I,
Give us your match summary, man.
I warned you lot about this on Thursday. I did say that I wasn't confident about this game, and when I saw the lineup and I saw Jorginho in the midfield, I was like, yeah, this is not going to work. Havertz should have been dropped. I mean, my problem is Arteta's created a few problems this season that he didn't need to create. The first one was obviously buying Havertz, and the second one was obviously Raya and then dropping Ramsdale. Now, for me, obviously, he came out very confident saying, at the end of the day, there was a game last season where he felt that he could have made a goalkeeping change and he didn't. And he was kicking himself for that. So basically, what he was saying is that any time, anyone can get subbed. What's
Yeah.
Havertz done? I mean, I know sometimes he can win a little flick on or whatever. Flick ons don't win games. Flick on is for when Ivan Tony joins. That's when you want flick ons. But right now, Eddie Nketiah is not running onto a flick on and doing anything. So, Havertz was in the team again. He should have been dropped. Jorginho was in the team again, playing that DM role just put Rice there. That's what Rice does the best. Just put Rice there because at the end of the day, you know what Newcastle are going to do. So just put Rice there. But yeah, it was just we're second to everything again. They wanted it more than us again. Every time they broke, they looked like they might score. Every time we broke, it was like find the pass, left, right. Obviously, they had two players on Saka and Gabriel. You could see that from Gabriel Martinelli. You could see that from early in the game. And even if from the kickoff, yeah, we've all played some type of football. I haven't played football for a team for probably about 10 years. But I know this. When you're going to a team that's probably going to be in the top four, you keep it solid, yeah, but your first kind of tackles, you let them know that if you're not up for it, we're up for it as well.
Yeah,
Yeah, we
yeah.
didn't let them know that we was up for it.
We
They
were
made
up
us.
for it.
They made us know, like from kickoff. They made us know that you know what, yeah,
Mm,
you lot gonna have to break us down, innit? And again, it just unfortunately just remind me of a Wenger team. Just all the
mm,
possession, trying to break the team down, can't get in between the lines. No one's trying to, no one's trying to pass directly. Everyone's trying to pass right and left. And again, when you're doing that with any Ketty up front, I'm gonna let Abs take
so-
over. But yeah, I told you guys, I'm not Eddie fan. Scoring a hat trick against Sheffield United at home is all good, That's all good because that's what we expect you to do. But when we go places like Newcastle, when we go places like West Ham, I need something. I need something. And two games in a row now, he hasn't delivered anything.
mm. Guys, yeah, you've heard from our guy, yeah. See, of course, we'll go to apps. Apps, give us your match summary, man, before we delve into the game.
Yeah, I was thinking about this earlier. That there was always going to be a hangover after the Carling Cup game, and the way we exited, um, being battered, yeah, 3-1. Yeah, let's be real here. Um, I knew this was going to be a hard game, a difficult game. Wizard was he called it right. This is going to be a battle. And Eddie Howe, he knew what we was going to do. Yeah, because as Wizard said earlier, two players on the wingers. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, just deny them. You know what I mean? Turn in, get into the byline. You know what I mean? Just bully them up in it. Because Saka and Martinelli, they're in that predictable zone now, for
Mm,
me, because they become too predictable, and we can make the excuses of they being double up and everything, but this is what happens to the best players in the world. Do you know what I'm saying? You've got to find a way. And for me, the game wasn't one of them type of games where it's going to be a pass, and possession and fancy football type of game. It was going to be battle. There's going to be flying challenges. There's going to be like handbags at 12 paces and all them stickiness there. It was just going to be one of those games. Um, I kind of disagree with Weza in terms of like Jorginho. I thought he played all right, and I thought we needed some experienced head in there. Havertz, I don't really want to talk about, man, because people said he played well, but I don't know. I don't know what he does that really, you know what I mean? 65 mil and like, yeah, but overall, disappointing loss. We can talk about other things as well, which I'm probably sure Tony's going to lead into. But overall, I think, losing that game, is that going to wake us up now? Because we haven't been playing well. Our front three haven't really been doing anything. When's the last time we've done anything? Don't want to talk about the Sheffield United game because that game was like a training session. But when you come up against these big boys, you have to show something, and we didn't show nothing. You know
mm,
what I mean? We're just predictable, and that boils down to the manager. So
mm.
yeah, that's all I've got to say on that point.
Yeah, sure. You see, I'll just give my own brief story about summary about what happened yesterday. Here today is down here. It says, "Cheers, gentlemen. Almost impossible to beat any decent team with two passengers in our attack, like Ateta subjected us to." That's a self-explanatory one, yeah. And another calamity in the goalkeeper. Top of it. Top it off with Raya. Ateta must be held to account. Big ups to Ron Jeremy, who just joined us right now, and he says, "Tony, my brother, how are you?" See, Ron Jeremy, man, I'm pissed off, angry, beaten. It's not a good look. It's not a good look. It's not a good look at all. Here to there says spot on band, spot on band. Jorginho did his job. Mm. He was serviceable and have it completed at least. Completed? Bro,
He
what is
competed
this?
at least, but he was again just
What
poor on
is
the
this?
ball.
Competed? But he was again just poor on the ball. See, guys, I don't know how you guys seeing this. I'm hearing even on Twitter, yeah, some people are putting up, you know, defenses, defending these players, defending the manager. Well, when we get deep into the show, we'll know about that. But again, when that game started, yeah, see, no one was expecting beautiful, sexy champagne football going up there to the north. Yeah, when you go to St James Park, the first thing that greets you up is the crowd. It's this old school kind of ground that vociferous fans, and the ground is more tightly knit and interwoven with the fans itself. So it forms that big connection and big bond with the fans. So it's a traditional ground. So you go in there knowing that it's actually going to be a fairy one. So no one expected Arsenal to go there and just bully these guys and just take like one of those matches that you go there and just stomp up the yard and bamboozle those guys. Yeah, you go in there to play. So when you know you're going to a very vociferous ground, what do? You make sure that you're up for the fight. That's it. You have to make sure you're up for the fight. Yeah, because it's an away game, and an away game in a very, very horrible ground. Yeah, very horrible ground. And I'm sorry, man, we weren't up to the task. I'm sorry. From the get go. And again, all these things, yeah, it walks straight back to the manager. The team that played against Sheffield United, the midfield, Kai Havertz, Jorginho, it clearly didn't work at West Ham. How are we starting with that same lineup? That's the first place. How is that lineup, yeah, gonna work if it did not work against West Ham, who are lesser than Newcastle in the league? How would that midfield work when you go to Newcastle, mostly when you're not at home? It's not gonna work at all. So that was where he made that first wrong decision from the get go. Tweak something. I know that there's injuries. Tweak something. Something needed to be tweaked, and he didn't tweak it. Yeah, and of course we could say, yeah, players are injured. We have some certain kind of players missing, Odegaard missing. Then what about Trossard? You could actually switch it up. Yeah, that position that Kai Havertz is playing in, I do believe that Trossard would have played there quite well. He would have done a more better job down there than Kai Havertz. So the lineup first of all messed everything up. Yeah, and then we get deep into the match itself. Yeah, did you see how we were bullied in that match? Yeah, guys, it's men against boys. Don't overlook this. Yeah, that was a that was a carefully orchestrated plan by Eddie Howe. Yeah, do you know what that reminded me of? Because I grew up on Vieira. Yeah,
Roy
holding the
Keane.
neck, stamping on the necks of people like Roy Keane. That's how I grew up. I grew up watching these tough guys do tough things to tough people. But
Mm.
yesterday, yeah, that was an aberration. It was a disgrace. Bruno using his arm as a weapon. Burns kicking Bukayo Saka indiscriminately. Yeah, bullied him off the park. Joe Linton, WWE settings. Let's be frank. Let's be frank. We were bullied out there yesterday, and I tried to find that guy. I tried to find that person who was down there to actually help us, outmuscle these guys. And the only person that was actually doing that job or that was even up for the fight, without trying to commit a red carded offense, was Declan Rice. He was the only tough guy out there trying to get things up to speed. And he was carrying everyone. He was doing so many jobs. He went to the left, went to the right, was in the middle. He was out there trying to carry everyone. And you can't just leave that guy out there in the cold, doing all the physical job, doing everything for you. You will miss out. That's what happened yesterday. Bullied on all positions yesterday. Yeah. And then when it came to defending a goal that went in, good and okay. We can talk about VAR. We'll get into that later on. But again, if you notice, Arsenal had about six players back, back at, from the inception of that attack from Newcastle down the left. Yeah, where were the markers for Gordon? Who marked him? We still have about six players down there. Who marked him? We froze. Let's call a spade a spade. We froze. The defense froze. And that's the difference between having a clinical team and a non clinical team like Arsenal. They were clinical enough because they had a poacher who was down there to snipe on that chance, but we don't have anyone to actually even snipe up a chance when the chance does show up. And then Gordon punished us, with that. That's it. And then we conceded in the 64th minute in that matchup, and then the manager made his first change in the 73rd minute. Now, in the 73rd minute, you'll go down, you're not looking so good, you've been bullied off the park, the referees don't have your backs. What do? You try and bring in at least an attacking or creatively minded player. But what does this manager do? He hacks off Ben White and brings in Zichenko,
Sorry, yes.
who does nothing for us. Nothing, absolutely nothing for us. It's even more better you even kept Trossard on the bench and bring him up in the second half. At least we know that, someone who could at least impact play, score a goal from the bench is coming in. But the bench looked drab. No one. Newcastle were up for the fight, bullying players. Yeah, bullying players. They were up for the fight. It looks like men against boys all over again. Fabio Vieira tossed aside, pushed, bullied. Bukayo Saka couldn't cut in. No penetration at all. It's done. The kid looks like he's giving up or he's totally burnt out. Any of those two. It's over. It's totally over. Yeah. And Kieran Trippier, of course, had him on toast all day. He couldn't even get behind that guy. And mind you, of course, you do know that Bukayo Saka definitely has to cut in, and when you're cutting in, you go into that Trippier's foot. You're going down there because that's his foot that you're trying to encroach in and penetrate through. We lost everything. Gabriel Martinelli, no impact, nothing, couldn't do anything. Kai Havertz, a passenger in this team, doing nothing. He should have been red carded. I felt that foul on I think Longstaff was a red card offense. I don't know. Two studded. Are you serious? That was a red card on a good day. On a good day with another ref. That's a red card. Let's don't get it
See,
twisted.
I didn't think it was malicious. I didn't think it was malicious. I did think it was rash. But yeah, I feel like yellow card was justified. But at the same time, like what we were saying, when the game wasn't going the way you wanted it to go, sometimes you need a tackle like that just to get the rest of the players up. Because if you saw Jorginho, I mean, if you saw Kai Havertz, he wasn't being aggressive. Even when the players were pushing him, he was like, "Look, I didn't even mean that." Do you know what I'm saying? But just the way the Newcastle players reacted, you didn't see the Arsenal players get on that same boat and think, you know what? Yeah, come on, like let's get
Yeah, yeah,
cracked in.
yeah.
So
Let's thicken it up a bit. Yeah, let's fight. Let's fight. None of
It's
them.
only
yeah,
None
Rice.
of
It's
them had
only
the fight.
Rice that was ready to
Only
do something
Rice.
in it.
and
Yeah,
Abs,
And
that's
only
every
Rice.
game though. That's every
Yeah.
game. Like
every
to me,
game, yeah,
since Rice
exactly.
has joined, he's been probably the least is an 8 out of 10, but he's been 9 out of 10 most games. Most games for us. And when you go to places like Newcastle, West Ham, you just need a few more of those guys that are on it with him.
Mm.
Do you know what I'm saying? To just solid it up. That's all it is. Because if you saw when I can't remember, someone went off and had to wait 30 seconds to come back on. Even Callum Wilson dropped in,
Yeah,
still the same four across the midfield, still
yeah.
can't break them down. And when it was us, it was like they're getting in between us, they're getting behind us. But why? Why? We would have worked on this. We would have looked at what they were going to do and worked on it. So again, I mean, the only thing that I'll say, which is the same as last season, what's plan B? What's plan C? What's plan D?
Mm,
It's
mm.
always
Because
it's just ticky tacky, ticky tacky. If
it's
it's
just
not
tiki taka.
ticky tacky
Because
working,
this managers will come up with backup plans, and the backup plan is that, see, when you ruffle up Arsenal, this is the thing, and this is what many people don't understand. When you come out to roughen up Arsenal, yeah, you've got it in their heads, you've gotten them mentally, and these managers, they know. Uh, and see, yeah, when that first challenge, yeah, went to an Arsenal player, I think there was a challenge that I think it was on Bukayo Saka, yeah, and then the players, they just knew that, hey, the referee was okay with it. Arsenal players were okay with it. There was no fight. There was no response, and it just kept going. They kept trying their hands on bigger things, on bigger tackles, on more incendiary ways to kind of like knock us off our perch. And it worked. It worked. And they got the goal at the end of the day. See, we don't have physical players that can be able to combat other opposition when it is about that game. And that when you go to St. James Park, you know it's a scrap. Just like Bant and just like Wizzy said, you know it's a scrap when you go into this play. It's a scrap. Yeah. These players are not up for it. Declan Rice can't be carrying us game after game after game physically. It's wrong. Fabio Vieira is not bulked up. He's not that guy. You and me know that Bukayo Saka is not the most physical player out there. Of course he'll be outmatched. Of course he'll be trampled down. Burns looked at him, outmatched him, kicked him off, ruffled this guy up because he knew that this guy is not up for the fight. He's not gonna push back. We're being bullied out there, man. Same thing like Wednesday. And I'm sorry, man, it's gonna continue because these guys actually know how to get something on us. They will leave tackles on us. They will roughen us up. They will push us. They will get us angry. They will do these things. Do we have that response? Can we respond in kind? And I'm sorry, it's no, because we have lightweights down there. These guys are not even bulked up. They're not okay. See, they're not there for the fight. They're not there for the fight. And coupled with the fact that we have a bozo who's our number 9. Yeah? Eddie Nketiah. How many times do we need to say? When me and Bance were asking for a replacement, a number 9 replacement in the summer, everyone were like, let's give them a chance. This is what we're seeing. This is exactly what we're seeing.
listen, you don't
Yeah.
need to give man chance. You either know where the net is or you don't. You're either a goal scorer or you're not. I think it's that simple.
Hmm. guys, yeah, someone just entered the room. See,
It's not
Craig,
didn't get you. Not didn't get you.
see, Craig, Weezer, and my brother, Abs. Please welcome to the show a big guest. He's a personal friend of mine. Yeah. But apart from him being an American, he does know more about the English football. Yeah. Let's get that out there. But see, yeah, we're just talking about, a summary about what happened yesterday. Matt Odom, the Southern Guinea, give us a summary of what you thought happened yesterday. And dare yourself to my fellow, because these are my brothers, man. These are my
Brothers.
brothers. Strasbourg Steve is down here with us. Here today is down with us. CFCOG, I have an announcement based on that with CFCOG, the Chelsea fan. Ron Jeremy is down here with us. Big ups to you guys. Matt Odom, take us off.
Brothers is glad to be a part of the panel, man. Tony, thank you for sending the link. Sorry I was late. I was rushing home trying to get here. Fellas, what we watched yesterday. Well, let me phrase it this way. Well, we started Wednesday. Let's go back to Wednesday. Let's go back to the scene of the crime. Wednesday. We are now watching the end game of Mikel Arteta. We're in the end game. This manager, he comes out here. Same thing we saw Wednesday. Kai Havertz, Jorginho. See, he's doing this because he has to make that work. When you spend $65 million on Kai Havertz, who, Tony, we sat right there on my channel. You said 10 games. I said I wasn't giving him nothing because I already knew he had 3 years to prove to anybody that he was he could play on the highest level. I don't know if any of y'all caught my live stream this morning, but I'm going to tell you, I'm going to give you the Cliff Notes version of it. Eddie Howe lost the Bournemouth job. What did Eddie Howe do? Eddie Howe said, you know what? I've got to look within and make some changes. So what did Eddie Howe do, panel? What did he do? He said, I'm going to go to Spain and I'm going to shadow some coaches over in Spain. Diego Simeone. Looked like to me he took the notebook and the pad and the pencil. So what did our manager do last year? We were 200 plus days at the top. What? 200 plus days at the top. What did our manager do? Come out this summer and say he thought about quitting the job. He didn't pick up the phone to call Arsene Wenger. He didn't pick up the check-in with George Graham. He didn't call Bruce Rioch. He didn't call nobody. He didn't call Sir Alex Ferguson. He didn't call anybody. He didn't try to figure out, well, let me see what I can do to better myself as a manager to help us take the next step. Go over to France, go to PSG, go over to Ancelotti, go over there and learn something. This manager is arrogant. He thinks he knows it all. And quite frankly, I was totally embarrassed with his behavior yesterday after that game. We got our asses kicked.
Smashed in.
It was straight. I'm taking your candy. What you gonna do about it? It was Debo on Friday. Give me your change.
Debo. It doesn't get better than this. We were Debo.
Did you see?
Debo.
Did you see Bruno? He runs over there. Runs over. Forearm smash. What did our player do? He didn't get up and punch him back. What did he do? He looking for the ref to bail him out.
He just walked
away. That is Charlie Brown and Lucy. That's Charlie Brown and Lucy. I'm gonna move the football and you keep kicking at it.
Oh my God.
And then we come out. Then we got fans coming out here. Our fans are coming out talking about a damn VAR. One shot on goal. 4 shots total in 2 games.
Let that sink in. Guys, don't allow that pass you, yeah? Let that sink in. Don't allow that pass you. Let it sink in. Let it sink in.
Shocking.
2 shots on goals
But
in 2 games.
But Ab
Let
said
it
that.
sink in.
Ab said that. Obviously, you've got
Yeah.
Saka and Martinelli with 2 players on them, so they've been found out. Even did you not see the cross where Saka just kicked it? He just thought, oh, let me just get it in the box like quickly. It was like, bro, is this what's this primary school football like? What's going on here?
Did you see Declan Rice there on the last 2 minutes of the game? He's over here. He's over there. He's over here. He's over there.
He's everywhere.
He's over here. He's over there. He's just looking, trying to find something. He passing the. He's running all over the place. He's looking. Where's my help at? Where my Warriors at? Where my Zulu? Where's the Zulu Warriors with me, man?
Let me add to that. Let me add to that.
No Zulu Warriors.
Let me add to that. Did you see just before the ref blew the whistle for full time, Vieira had the ball in the middle of the park, and he starts running with the ball, and Rice is asking him for the ball. He continues to run for the ball, and he overplays it, and Rice just cusses him.
Yeah,
and to me, that just summed up the whole game.
Yeah, see
the whole game.
See, this manager, and people used to think I'd be just rough on him. But when you look at this manager, the money. See, this is why I have to tell people, stop going to the Crockies. You have to stop that. He hides behind that. When our fan base go, the Crockies ain't doing it. The Crockies ain't paying this. The Crockies don't care about the Crockies. They have gave this man 700 deep. 700 deep. That is more money. All 5 of us on this panel were around during the Wenger era. I ain't never seen Wenger get that kind of money to go out and buy quality players. I've never seen it. I've never seen it. If he did, we don't know nothing about it. But this man has got carte blanche, top dollar, window after window after window after window after window after window. To quote Dan Potts, the man that's got more windows than Microsoft. More windows than Microsoft. And every time you turn around, we got to go. We going into the January transfer. What you been here? We got to go in January. 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 Why is a man? Why do we have to keep trying to do that? Why can't he do like Eddie Howe? Eddie Howe came into that team. They were 16th. They were at the bottom of the table. Rooted.
Bro, they were fighting relegation.
Tony. He came in with chicken shit. He came in with chicken shit. It's straight chicken shit. And he said, I'm going to make this work. I'm going to get these guys to buy into my program. We're going to by hook or crook, find a way to win these games to get outside of trouble. Do people in the chat remember? They ended up from where they was at, went to a cup final. They didn't even have a goalkeeper last year. And they said, well, no, the hell with it. We're going to figure out a way to make this work. They didn't even have a goalkeeper in the thing because the goalkeeper got hurt last year. What excuses did you hear them saying? Street Steve is in the chat. What? I didn't hear Steve one time complain about, this is against us. This is going here. This is VAR. The league is. What do? They put on their pants. They put on their big boy pants. Tony and Panel. They put that belt on. They went and got their 1993 New York Timberland boot, and they went out there and they went to work. They went to work. They went out there with hard hats and shovels, and they went to work. True enough, they're not at the top of the table. They had a few pieces missing, but guess what? Like I told you this morning, Tony. What did I tell you this morning? I said, Tony, subtract the player Isak and the other fella that got hurt. What do you see? That's the same team that kicked our ass when we was in 4th place and knocked us back to 5th. It's the same exact team. Same exact team. So I don't hear this stuff about, they didn't have this and that. No, it's the same team. And guess what we got? The same result. Punched in the mouth again, going to St. James's Park. This team has no teeth. We are a lion cruising the Serengeti without no teeth. Marked for death. That's what we are. Marked for death. Steven Seagal said we are marked for death. And when people finally realize that this manager is a fraud, and I've been telling y'all this, I've been preaching this gospel, but ain't nobody coming to the church. But when they decide they want to come to the church and get this gospel, they're going to realize that this man is a fraud. And he is sat here and he is hid behind the delicate fan base that we're delicate, because most of our fan base hadn't seen us succeed on any level. I've seen us go undefeated. I have seen us go undefeated. I have seen us grind out games. Y'all remember Liverpool? We were dead to rights against Liverpool. What did TT do? Pull us out the fire. Pull us out the fire. You didn't see anybody hiding this stuff.
Yeah,
I told the chat this, and I'm gonna turn it over. I told the chat this morning. The reason why I wasn't up in arms with that game yesterday, folks kicking and going on, because that's what I grew up watching. I grew up watching dudes get knocked in the teeth out on the pitch.
Exactly. Being deboed. It's true, man.
Debo, Duncan, different kind of tackles out there. I'm used to it. The problem, this team is soft. We need to get rid of this weak manager and get a manager with something to fix this underbelly. Look at y'all was asking about as I was coming in. Y'all talking about soccer. Soccer is going backwards. He's going backwards. We paid this man top dollar. He didn't get to play out. Look, there's a reason why he didn't get that extension that he wanted on the back end, because he's sitting back looking at this manager. I'm not going to waste my best years for this fool who don't know nothing. How many times did I tell you, Tony, Declan Rice is going to be the first one to turn around and tell Mikel Arteta to kiss his ass, because he's the one that has come.
He's the main man. He's
He's a made man. He's a made man. See, he thought Declan was going to come in here and bow down like Odegaard is bow down. You know, just bow down. Whatever you say, master, whatever you say, and bow down. But then you going to find out. Odegaard, yesterday, he played on Wednesday, hurt yesterday. Explain that.
Explain it.
Where did it come from?
It doesn't make sense.
Where did it come from, Tony?
He played 10 minutes.
He played 10 minutes. All right, you know what, brother? Let's go back. Let's go back a game before that. What did he do before the game before that? Nothing. What did he do on Wednesday? Nothing. Oh, we gotta hide him. We gotta protect him because the jury's out. The Tony and all the Vance and Lee Gunner, everybody, they all know that Odegaard ain't hitting no shit. So I gotta put him in the closet, tuck him away, hide him, keep him still away. I gotta steal away, Tony. We got to go put him over here. You know, he go drive the bus and take the kids to Brighton. That's what he can go. He can drive the bus and take the kids to Brighton. Let me tell you something, man. Let me tell you something. We are finally in the end game, and I've been waiting on this. Tony will tell you, man. He'll tell you. I've been telling him. We are finally here to where this manager has been exposed. We got our pants pulled down for the entire world to see yesterday, and for that manager to come out of that game, and hide behind that call that VAR yesterday when we had 7, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 players was looking at the ball.
Just moping. I said it there. Just moping at that ball. And Gordon came there and scored the goal. They were just moping.
Flash Gordon.
Looking at the guy.
They're looking dead at him, Tony.
Why are we blaming VAR?
Don't forget the part before that. Joe Willett gets the ball wide from the wide position and crosses it in. Joe Willett.
Joe Willett.
See, guys, we're not even calling. We're just hiding behind VAR, yeah? You know what? We're just hiding behind VAR.
I don't even want to talk about it. The ball was over the line. We don't need to talk about it.
We're not even calling the people that need to be called up on that fault alone. How about David Raya? How about that? Let's talk about it. How about David Raya? Do you want to tell me a goalkeeper that we knocked off our first standing goalkeeper, can't actually touch that ball?
Tony, look at what I'm sharing with you. Look at what I'm sharing with you, Tony.
What about his positioning?
Look at what I'm sharing with you, Tony. Look at what I'm sharing with you.
Bant and Craig and Weezer. What about communication? Well, see, it seems like we've totally forgotten about the basics, yeah? How about talking? How about communication? How about talking to your defenders? How about arranging your defense? We just seem to forget the simple things. Football is a simple game. It might be complicated sometimes, but it's a simple game. Where is the communication? Why didn't Raya get that ball? Why didn't he hold on to that ball? Because he's not positioned properly. Why are we blaming VAR? Oh, it's all our fault. It's all our fault. We're not creating as a team. We don't have a striker right now. It's done. It's done. It's done. Burnley might beat us next week. Keep laughing. Burnley might beat us next week. Don't laugh at that. These guys can beat us next week. See it, guys. We don't have a striker. We don't. We're not creating goals. We're third in the league. But you know what? Yeah, our standing in terms of goal creation and goal creating opportunities is like down the dregs in the league. We're like 11th in that one in the league. How come are we third or fourth in the league? It makes no complete sense. We're not creating. Yeah, Mikel Arteta played two left-sided centre backs in the game against West Ham. What does that tell you? We don't have enough resources that he trusts in the team. So that's why he's getting William Saliba, who's a right-sided defender. He's bringing in another left-sided centre back to play in that West Ham game. He doesn't have anyone that he trusts to bring in down there. So now we're this screwed and people don't know. We don't have a creative midfielder right now because Odegaard has down tools. We have a captain who is horrible. Guys, do you know the ones that you guys will have to speak on the floor? Let me tell you. Do you know that a true blue yesterday was captain for Arsenal Football Club? Let that sink in. Let that sink in. Jorginho was captain of Arsenal Football Club. A true blue. Someone who has mocked Arsenal. That he is a true blue and that London will always be blue. He said it.
Fun fact.
Right in Stamford Bridge.
Yeah, y'all know that's
was
not
captain of Arsenal Football Club yesterday. Let that sink in.
You know that's the set. Do y'all realize
you how far from grace our club has gotten into? And I'm not having it. Arteta out. Who has something to say again?
Y'all realize that that's the second time we've had a Chelsea as our captain? We had Gallas.
Yes, Gallas.
Ain't that crazy? Ain't that how many times did Cesc Fabregas was the captain over at Chelsea? How many times?
Never.
You know, how many times Ashley Cole was the captain over at Chelsea? How many times was he the captain over there? See,
Never.
we have fun. Tony, I want you to pull this screen up right quick. Pull this screen up. I just share with you. I want to show this to the panel. Look at this right here. We're going to go deep. Look at this right here.
It's a match of the day, boy.
Can I just say one thing quickly? Just one thing I want to say about what we're going to see now.
Yes,
I just want to talk about what we're going to say. What we're going to see here now. Craig, and everyone knows that's played football knows that you play to the whistle.
Yes.
Ben White there is just like, I think he might put up his hand, but let's see the video anyway. Let's see this.
I don't have the video. I got the frames. I'm going to show you something.
It's just the frame. Yeah.
So watch this. Watch this, not Emmy. Not Emmy, but Vance. Watch this. What you see is this is the ball. This is where the ball. See, everybody's looking. This is where the ball was. Whatever that little whole thing that they complain about. That's it right there. Watch this next. Now, look at where everybody's at. Look.
Now,
Arsenal players 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 players.
There? Yeah, who's going out? No one goes out to him.
Nobody going over there.
No one.
Watch this now. Watch the next frame. Watch the next frame. Here we go. This is before the cross.
Still.
And no one is still going out.
He had the freedom of London there.
But Georgina was pointing to Ben White. But Georgina was pointing to Ben White to go out there and close him down. And he's just looking.
He needs to go out there. He needs to go out there.
Yeah, at a point like that, there's no point in you just go out there and do the job, bruv. Because danger. That's danger, bruv.
All four of them, all five of them, they're ball watching. Look, in the goalkeeper. Look at the goalkeeper. He's not even focused. Look, he has his hand like this, not focused. He's not ready. Look at the goalkeeper. Look at his hands. Look at Gabriel. Gabriel is pointing.
Guys, look at Raya. Look at Raya's positioning. Look at Raya's positioning. This is bozo.
Hey, look at the referee. People talking about that call with Gabriel. Look where the referee's looking. He's already looking over there. He's looking. He's already looking. His job as a referee is to assess what's about to happen as the ball, because he even knows what's happening. The problem here is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 on 3. 7 on 3. 8 if you want to add the goalkeeper.
8 the goalkeeper, yeah.
8 add the goalkeeper. 8
8
on
players.
3. And
8
they still
players.
scored.
Because they're
Shocking.
ball watching. They're ball watching. I play
This
football,
is
and
what
if a
Arteta
goal, we
knows.
see the
He's
goal like that.
breathing
There's
into
no
us,
way
though.
our manager will be saying to us, first thing to do, Jorginho close down the guy, and then kick it out for a throw, or whatever, get a block in. He's telling
Yeah.
Ben White to go engage.
Regroup.
He should go out there. Jorginho could go out there quickly and close him down. Then Ben White goes to close him down as well. Double up, and that's 2 against 1.
Yeah.
So that cross,
Bro, that's what I said. There is no communication. There is
there's no way that cross. And the goalkeeper,
There's no communication. No one is talking to each other. No one is arranging.
No
the
communication, Tony. None.
No It's the basics.
This
That's what I
stems from
said.
the manager. This all
It
stems from
stems.
the manager.
Oh man,
This stems from the manager.
That's it's so
Come
it stems
on,
from
man.
the manager.
Yeah.
So obvious.
It's
Manager.
well, say it again, Ben. Say it one more time for the people in the back. Say it for the people in the back one more time.
No, this all stems from the manager. There's no organization in this system. It's Arteta's system.
Manager.
He's supposed to communicate to the players, and the players are supposed to. I don't know what they're doing here. It's just.
I mean, this is
Shocking.
basic.
Shocking.
This is the
Basic.
basics. This is basic. This is
The
basic.
manager.
Basic
the
stuff.
They're not playing for him.
You have
They're
to
not playing.
communicate.
Eddie Howe's men, played for him yesterday. You can tell they
Yeah.
are playing for their manager. These guys are not playing for their manager. Saka, Martinelli, they weren't playing for their manager yesterday. Yeah, Saka's probably thinking, I'm getting my 300 bags this week.
Exactly.
Martinelli, whatever, is 180, 200. These players don't care, man.
But again, why would these players care? Let's see. Why would these players care? In the game, see, it's easy to criticize these players. We've forgotten that this week we went off
Who's
from
on the
a
back
cup
stick? Is that
game.
Havertz? Is that
He
Havertz on the
put
back
these
stick?
players. He put these players on the bench. He
No,
put
that's
these players on the
that's
bench.
Jorginho.
Oh.
Jorginho, Ben White,
The one in the
Gabriel.
back.
Gabriel.
Thomas Payne.
I think
Ben White right here.
That has to be.
There go
that's
Ben White right
Tomiyasu.
there.
Tomiyasu at the end.
Yeah,
Tommy
what is-
Yasu right here.
That's Tomiyasu.
this guy.
What was
That's
Ben
Tomiyasu.
White doing?
He's the only person checking for his player. Tomiyasu is the only person checking for his player. What? Look at the bozo gene. Look at the bozo gene. Look at him. Look at him.
Look, he's not
Gabriel.
even aware.
Gabriel's not even looking. He's not even looking.
He's
Fair.
not. He's
He's
not
looking.
aware.
How can you
He's not
miss a
aware.
man with hair like that? How can you miss a man with hair like that? How can you say you don't see him?
Why is Raya not in the center of his goal as well? Because you know that ball coming in.
Bro, it's what we've been
Right.
talking
And
about.
that's
Position.
why he flapped it and missed it.
Yep.
He was in the right position.
Raya's not good enough for Arsenal Football Club.
Raya
Let's be
should
real.
be-
It's not good enough. It's not good enough. It's not good enough. Simple as that. Let's be real. It's not Arsenal goalkeeper.
Okay, good. Okay, good. Okay,
You
good.
know what?
Now-
If we're
now
gonna have
you've
that,
just said
hey, if we
Raya
have-
is not good. You've just said Raya is not good. We have our second goalkeeper, who they put 3 past him just this week. So
He
we
ain't
have
no good.
two. So we have 2 bozo goalkeepers.
Hey, Bass, I'm gonna come back to Bass right.
man, bro,
Bass
man,
said- hey,
it's a big problem, man. Bro, why in the fix, man?
I want to go
God
back to
will
Bass.
help us right now, man.
Hey, Tony, let me go back to Bass. Bass, what did you say all of this stems from? It stems from who? It stems from who? The manager.
The manager, boss.
Let me tell y'all something. We got rid. Let me throw this stat out y'all way. Tony already know it, but I'm gonna say it to the pound. They might not have heard it. We have 6 goalkeepers in 4 years.
Let that sink in. Let that marinate. Let that marinate.
6 in 4
Let
years.
that marinate in 4
6.
seasons.
You want me to call them out?
And that
Martinez,
includes the best in the world. That includes the best
Martinez.
in the world right now.
Leno, Runnison, Matt Turner,
Yeah.
Raya, Ramsdale. 6.
Ramsdale.
6 goalkeepers.
He should be sacked for that alone.
He should-
Seriously.
Say that again. That's what I'm talking about. He should have been sacked on the spot for 6. What are y'all? 6 goalkeepers. You know, a goalkeeper, man, that's used to be one of the positions you never have to worry about. Your goalkeeper, unless he was really bad, you know. We up at 6. You can't get it right 6 times. Look at the money we spending. This is why I say, look at the money. Follow the money. Follow the money. We spending top dollar. We spent top dollar on Ramsdale. And me and Tony sat right here. I sat right over here with Tony in the chair. What did we say at the end of last year, Tony? Tony said, we got to bring somebody in to challenge this man because he is out of order. We bring somebody else in, and then he's out of order. Then we go back to the man that's out of order, and guess what? He's still out of order. So guess what? Everything's out of order. That falls back onto the manager.
What about the goalkeeping coach? He needs to be sacked as well. Then he's not doing a good job. The goalkeeping coach is not doing a good job. So
and the set piece coach. And the set piece coach. Because look at how we defend set pieces. Look at us taking set pieces.
Shocking, man.
We're not scoring goals from set pieces. Last season we were scoring goals from set pieces. This season we're struggling to score goals from corners or free kicks or anything. We're not really creating chances from corners or free kicks to score goals.
It's horrible.
It's a shambles.
Anemic.
It's a shambles. It's a shambles. And our weakness this season.
Available.
Our weakness this
Maddison
season
as well.
also. Our weakness this season also is that we can defend mostly from the fullback areas. We're having problems trying to defend mostly from our fullback areas. Look at Zinchenko, beating up black and blue, bloodied, not megged even at West Ham.
He's not a defender. He's not a defender. He's a attacking player.
Exactly. And then look at Ben White. Guys, do you know that Ben White is currently having contract extension talks with the football club now?
Yeah, I've heard about that.
How about that? And we have performances like this. See, guys, bro, we're in problems, man. Why in problems? Why in problems? I sat down here this week, yeah. I told Bant, I told Wizard, and I told Craig that we were gonna lose the game. They were looking at me like, okay, I think this guy goofed up on that one. I knew maybe that was what was in their minds when I told them that we're gonna lose the game. But see, because
what game you talking about? Newcastle game.
When we predicted the game, you said we were gonna win 2-1.
You said 3-1.
You said 3-1, bro. No,
you said 3-1,
no.
Tony.
You said 3-1.
No, wait. I said 3. I said 3. Yeah, I said 3-1. But in another show, after that show, I said 1-0. No. In another show, I said 1-0. Yeah. But again, it was a loss. But all of you claimed it was gonna be a win.
No, I said I wasn't confident.
Suddenly you guys are changing.
I said 2-1, yeah.
I said a draw at best.
We said you said we're gonna win. Come on, man. You said we're gonna win.
I said 2-1 win Arsenal.
You know what the question is, though? You know what the
But
next
either way, we lost. And I saw it coming. And it's only good, because the thing there, when you're telling fans, that we're not playing good football, we're not creating. Kai Havertz has come into this club. He's run it to a gridlock. Bukayo Saka is not playing at his best. We used to have Granit Xhaka. Guys, let this sink in. Granit Xhaka, one of the most hated football players of this football club, in the last 10 seasons. Probably maybe in the last 7 seasons, One of the most contestable, divisive guys, that we had in this football club, last season. Are you not missing him now? You know why? Because he provided goals last season. But apart from providing goals last season, we replaced him with Kai Havertz. That's a downgrade altogether again. But he did maintain that solidity in the midfield for players like Gabriel Martinelli to find a base to at least keep going. So that's why if you notice last season, even when Zinchenko was having his bozo moment, we weren't really affected because we still had Granit Xhaka in that midfield trying to mop up stuff and trying to, help at least have that foundation for Gabriel Martinelli to still at least try and move down the left. But right now, it's totally broken. We now have Kai Havertz, who is weaker. He doesn't do anything for us defensively. Definitely, Granit Xhaka is not there for us to cover us up. Definitely, we don't have anyone who is scoring goals down there from midfield for us anyway. Zinchenko doesn't know how to defend. He doesn't have anyone protecting him down there again. Bro, it's a shambles. we're in big trouble.
Tony.
We're in trouble. And no one is scoring goals. We're in trouble.
Tony, look at what I just shared with you there. Pull that one up. Pull that one up. Let's go back. Let's go back to Wednesday night. Yeah, I know. I keep receipts. People think, oh man, they just talk shit. No. I keep receipts. This is the third goal. Look at this. You can't miss them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
Oh my God.
7 on 4. You see that? Look at Kai Havertz.
Oh my God.
Look at him. Look at him right here. Look at him. Look at his head. Where's his head looking at the ball? This is basic stuff. This is basic football. We have a major problem playing away from home this season. We have a major problem. They cannot handle the pressure. They cannot handle the pressure. We have been found out. Every team in the league know what to do against Arsenal now. Let's just push them around, man. These boys are weak, man. You know
exactly. These guys are weak. Let's push them around. Let's snuff them. Let's debo these guys. It's true. They sense it. We're so soft. We're soft.
They just turn us over and rub our stomachs. They just turn us over and rub our little stomach. Come on, man. Let's rub
like donuts.
Yeah.
Hurts, man. It hurts.
We're going backwards, man. We're going backwards, man. It's time for this manager to be removed. It's time because let's just be frank, gentlemen. Let's have a discussion. Let's have a discussion. Do you gentlemen actually think that this manager can go back to the grocery store and get the groceries in January, based off of what we've seen the last 3 transfer windows? I mean, that's what we have to have. We have to have that conversation, gentlemen.
Craig, you start. Thank God I'm not the one asking again. He's the one asking it now. Craig, you start. Do you believe in this manager to go and spend any more nickel from this football club? They gave him £700 million. We have an injured Julian Timber right now with Kai Havertz. Guys, Jorginho, guys, do you trust this manager to go and get us players January?
No, I don't trust it. I don't think that they're back of any more money to us. He's going to end up buying another bum of a player. It's going to cost us again. Like, I don't think we should back in any more money because in the summer it was back with 200 million. Obviously, we bought Declan Rice for 105. He could have gone with someone like a Maddison who was available. He would have been a good player for us in that midfield, or James Ward-Prowse, a creator. He didn't do that. He went and bought Havertz to struggle at Chelsea. For all the Havertz highlights at Chelsea win the Champions League. That's all he did for Chelsea. He scored a winning goal in the Champions League. He's living off that reputation of scoring a win in the Champions League final. He hasn't done anything since that. Since that final. He hasn't done nothing else impactful since that final. So it's a bit of a waste of money. 65 million could have been spent on what could have been less money to buy Ward-Prowse or less money to buy Maddison. We could have got him.
Madison with it.
Madison would have been the guy. Would have been Kudus.
Hey, Craig. You know how much Kudus cost? Do you know how much he cost?
Less than Havertz. I know that for sure.
You know how much Doku cost?
Oh.
Less than Havertz. I know that for sure as well.
He cost 60 million.
Oh,
4 assists, 1 goal yesterday.
And he would have been a good player to replace Saka as well. If Saka was injured, he could always play him on the right and he would make an impact. So
sorry, I'm gonna chime in here now, yeah. Arteta. This is why I can't stand this guy. And whoever's in the chat talking this Onomi guy or whatever his name is, yeah. You don't know our club like we do, so you can say what you want to say about Arteta and what he's doing and whatnot, but listen, he overplays players, yeah? Look at Saka. He's played him into the ground. What manager does that, man? What manager does that? And now
talk to him.
Saka's just like Saka's a shell of himself. Yeah? This player doesn't want he doesn't want to play ball. You see it now. He doesn't want to take his man on. he's just happy just to be on the pitch, and that's it. Saka, Arteta has ruined this guy, and this is the facts. Arteta ruins players.
Yep.
Yeah, he's such a narcissist. Yeah, that he's controlling, and he leaves players out, and then when someone gets injured, he expects
What's the
someone
call
to come
upon
in
him?
and cover his
Expects-
ass.
Yeah.
That's why he's still at the club, because no, that's why he's still at the club, because
Okay.
these guys, the Sakas and the Martinellis saved his ass.
Yeah.
But now,
Hey, Vance, what you call it saved him? You saw how he did him? Emmitt Smith Rowe? You saw how he did Emmitt Smith Rowe?
yeah.
Literally,
Smith Rowe
kept him in the
saved
club.
his job. Yeah, Smith Rowe saved his job.
How did he repay him?
Benching them. Put them reserves.
Even put the quote on it. Even when he got the quote put on his arm or something. Trust the process. And what happened to him? The man is a user, man.
Definitely.
He's a narcissist. Like you say, he's a narcissist, man. He look at the players he's gotten rid of, y'all.
But Onome, why are you posting this type of thing, man? What do you mean by guys? It's just one defeat. Like this is the problem. He's a Man City fan. He's my friend. Yeah, of course, he's the in-house Man City guy here, man. But man, see, man, these are Arsenal fans. We do know that we're not playing well. Everyone knows that we're not playing well. It's okay for you to make these statements because year in, year out, you would show up. You have your big time manager. You have your big time players, and you'll win the league anyway. So it's easier for you to to be up there and say these things. Yeah, it's easy for you to say it. Yeah, but Arsenal fans that demand more. Yeah, Arsenal fans that demand more and want more know that this is not good enough and it's not sustainable.
So let me just go back to the beginning of the season, yeah, where we was trying to play Partey right back. Yeah, this is
we seem to have forgotten about that. Yeah,
from the beginning of the season, it's been a mess. It's actually been a mess, and we've been lucky with the results that we've been getting. But like I said, now you're going to get a lot of teams putting two guys on Saka and Martinelli. I mean, what's wrong with running down the line and just crossing the ball in?
That's what we used to do.
Why do we have to always stop?
That's what we used to do.
What are we going to do? Is Ben White going to come past me? Like, what? Just cross the ball. You're a winger. You are a winger. Get down the byline and cross the ball. I don't understand. Like everyone said, it's basics. We're not doing the basics. For training this week, go back to the basic. 1 touch, 2 touch. When you're doing corners, I think Craig said it. Trossard took about 3 corners, didn't pass the first man. Couldn't get it past the first man. And we're trying to win a Premier League. We're trying to win the league.
Ask yourself, are these guys even training for that? What do they do in training? Are they doing?
Tony, I told you.
Bro, come on, man. I spent time playing football too, man. See, man, you have to train how to play kicks, right? Are they doing trainings? Playing corner kicks?
I told you they stopped showing them training videos this year.
Are they doing these things? So
I told you they cut out the training video.
Man, bro, see, man, now the veil is out. Yeah, the veil is out already. The mask is already off. That mask I'm talking about is that unbeaten. Because when you keep telling these Arsenal fans, they don't listen. They will tell you, "Oh, no, we're second. No, we're second. We're unbeaten. No, nothing is wrong. No, we're getting the point." Now that one is over. You know what? Yeah, if we're not careful, guys, yeah, Sevilla is gonna beat us at home.
Yep.
How about that?
Ooh.
Well, see, hold on. Wait, Tony. Wait. Let's not forget. It took 2 master strokes from a player who is not even playing Wednesday to bail us out of that game.
Cooking.
Let that sink in.
Let that sink in.
He's not here to save us. He's not here to save us.
He's injured till December. Gabriel Jesus doesn't come into this team until December.
And as long as he's out the team, we're going to struggle.
Because we know Nketiah is not in the room. We know he's not there. We know this. I have preached that gospel for the last 3 years. I told y'all. If 6 goals 2 years ago, So, Craig,
Yeah,
go ahead, bro.
Greg, go ahead.
So, someone put in the chat earlier on that Balogun is doing very well on Monaco. They sold him for peanuts. I want to know what you guys think of what should we have kept him,
I
or
said this
should
last
we?
season. I said we should keep him and let
Yeah.
go of Nketiah.
Me, Wizard, Bant, we all said this. Even
We-
Matt Odom, even Matt.
Eddie had his
Second.
chance. Eddie
Keep
had
this
his
guy.
chance, man. He had his chance, man. What Arsenal? How much chances we giving to these little man? They shouldn't even be here. Shouldn't even be
And
here.
Balogun's doing very well in Monaco, scoring goals, getting assists. He's doing well.
He's
And we
scoring
sold him for
goals. He's
peanuts.
scoring
We
goals.
sold
He's scoring goals.
38 million. 38 million for Balogun, and Man United bought Rasmus Højlund for 72 million. And
Yeah.
what's the difference? And Højlund didn't score more goals than Balogun last season. So how are we selling our players for next to nothing, like as the prime up prices? I might not have to pay horrid prices for. No. Something's wrong with the club when it comes to buying and selling players. They're not getting value for money.
Hey, we buy players. I'll let this sink in. Let me throw some. Man, we all us over here cooking today. Let me throw some seasoning on that jollof rice right quick. Let me throw
The jollof rice.
seasoning on that rice. Let me throw some seasoning over there on that. Brother, do you realize we went out here? We went out and bought Runnison. He played one game. We bought the Brazilian now. What's the Brazilian now that we bought? We just loaned him out. He on loan right now.
Marquinhos,
on loan.
Marquinhos, yeah.
On loan. The other one that we had, the one that played defense, we got rid of got rid of him too. We
Tierney.
not Tierney. The other fella. I can't think his name now.
Trusty.
Now
Trusty.
that's the American. He never even set foot at the club. That's another one. Never set foot at the club. I forgot if he got stabbed a couple. Pablo, I almost called his name. I almost called it. Got stabbed last year over
Pablo Mari.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, Pablo Mari is at Monza right now.
Yeah, look at these useless players that they have put out in ball. And let's not forget, they were ready to shell out $90 million on Mudryk.
Yeah.
Tony and I sat there for a whole day doing a transfer show. And all you heard us yell, Rice and Salcedo. Rice and Salcedo. Salcedo and Rice, we win the time. Salcedo and Rice. Jorginho shows up. That's where our scouting department is went out there and we looked around. We looked far as the eye could see. We did the Pepe. We looking. Which is another player we could have used, by the way, that we got rid of this year. Because he scored yesterday. He scored. You know, we out there looking and we go find Jorginho. That's what's going to get us over the line. And then they try to sell it on us. Oh, he's a leader. He's a Ballon d'Or nominee. I mean, Odegaard was a Ballon d'Or nominee this past week. What does that say?
Jorginho, a captain of this football club.
A captain of Arsenal Football Club. And it's just like
oh my God.
As far as I'm concerned, going forward, and this will come out of my mouth, and the people could say I'm just kissing his ass because he knew. Declan Rice is the captain of Arsenal Football Club.
100%.
Does anyone have a doubt about that? He's the captain.
Captain.
That's it. Bottom line, he's the captain. He fits the old mold. He fits a player that I can get behind. I can get behind this player and support him. This regime that is buying constantly weak players. Look at Fabio Vieira. That boy is weak. Look at him. He looks like
He's a bum. Get rid of him, man. He's terrible.
30
But the only thing I wanted to add like that.
Get him off.
The only thing I wanted to add to that is Cesc Fabregas was never built, but he knew how to throw himself around on the pitch.
Yep.
It's not always about built. It's about knowing how
Fabregas was strong. But Fabregas was strong. He didn't have those muscles or whatever, but it was this kid that was still strong. You
need to know how to throw your body around. You need to know.
He was fit. He was fit
in itself.
Yeah, he was fit. Yeah, exactly.
He was fit. He learned up under. Look what he learned up under. Look who he learned up under. Look at I mean, what's Odegaard teaching Fabio Vieira? What's Odegaard teaching him?
Let that sink in. Let that sink in, guys.
Ray Parler.
Like that.
Yeah. Hard man.
Hard man.
Ashley Cole.
Ashley Cole.
Them down the man
Hard
there.
count, period. Yeah.
Edu.
Yeah. That's why I always tell folk. I tell folk about Arteta. I said, how does Arteta appreciate this when he didn't play like that? Why he didn't play like this?
Yeah.
Arteta was a panic buy. Arteta was a panic buy.
He was a panic buy. But what I'm saying is even though he was never a world beater for Arsenal,
he didn't play
himself like these players.
Yeah.
Exactly.
He
was a baller as well.
And when he was at Everton, he damn sure didn't carry himself like the way some of these players carried themselves. Yeah. Even at Rangers and at PSG, when he was over there, he didn't do it. So how is he tolerating this now? It's all about I'm coaching a big top team out the gate. He's ill qualified for the position. Edu, he was making sure that the Brazilian team was getting into the hotels and stuff all right at night. He was making sure that the bus had the gasoline. He was making sure that they had the food. They had the frango. He made sure they had everything they needed at the table when they was saying he wasn't over there making footballing moves. When he was over there, they were getting beat Germany 7-0. Why does Arsenal keep settling for less on all levels? We settle for less. Vinay, he over there getting fooled by fake Korean cards and all this stuff. Look at that. The dogs are coming into the building. We got dogs. Unbelievable, man.
Guys, I'm sorry I've kept you guys this long here. But okay, where do we start from? I thank God we're all Guineas here, yeah. Where do we start from? See, can this take a more harsh turn from here? Does it go downhill from here? Do you think?
I think
do you
so,
think
because
in that Sevilla game, if he brings up Odegaard from injury?
I don't know if we're coming out of the group, Tony. I don't know if we're coming out of our Champions League group. I'm just being straight up with you. Based off of the fact we've already lost the lines, that Sevilla, you got to play them twice, so they already got to read the book. They know what to do the second time. That's a tricky one. And then PSV, let's not forget PSV kicked us in the teeth last year.
Yeah. Wisa, you wanted to say something, man.
Yeah, I just think confidence is low. I always said without Gabriel Jesus, even though to me he's not a recognized striker, he gives us more than Eddie. I mean, Eddie was dropping in midfield, and I was thinking, bro, you're not Jesus. Like, stay up front on the last man. Basics. When I played striker, they told me, listen, the last man, you stay on him. Don't worry about coming in here and getting involved with what we're doing. Because once we need an outlet, there's going to be no outlet. So I'm really worried going forward. I'm really worried. I mean, if we don't go and get Ivan Toney in January, I don't really know what's going on. I don't know what's going on.
It's going to cost us 100 mil.
We just paid 65 for Havertz to do win headers. We need to go and get a striker.
Hey, I told if we're gonna play that role, it's just like I told Tony. Tony, remember what I told you about Declan Rice? Remember the money that West Ham wanted for him in January? They said it was too much, right? Remember they came and said 80 million. What did we end up paying for him? 100 plus. It was cheaper to get him in January than it was in the summer. It's cheaper to get Tony now. How much you want for him? We'll give you 40 million cash.
I've been saying this guy for 2 seasons, Tony. He will fit into this system like a glove. I don't care what anyone says about he plays at Brentford. I do not care. Yeah,
he's a bad man.
He's what we need.
He's coming to prove something here that, you know what, I made a mistake, but I'm going to show you that the 20 goals I scored last season is not a fluke. I'm going to come back firing. But no, Arsenal fans are like, no, he's not good enough. Yeah, we want Vlahovic and all. We want Premier League
proven.
Is that on the back end, on the front end?
You know what, Bantia? Let me shock you. I'm having this feeling, that Mikel Arteta doesn't want to bring in
No,
Ivan
because he
Toney.
wants the nice
How
boy.
about that?
He wants the
He
nice
wants
boy
the
to be
nice
in.
guy. Yeah.
Mm.
And you know, Tony is a pure London bred. Yeah, is
Mm.
a you know,
You
he's a bad
know,
boy.
let me
Yeah,
tell you
you
something.
know,
Let me
is
tell you
that
something.
guy that wants to. Is that guy that wants to raise his voice? Is that guy that has a
Yeah,
voice? He wants to talk.
yeah,
He wants to do
The
things
Ian,
his own way. He wants to strike. He wants to take shots. He's not
yeah.
gonna listen to Mikel Arteta to drop in deep and start linking up play. No, he is that guy that wants to be a traditional striker, bamboozle players, you know, and be
But that's
there
what he
and
does,
score
though. No, but
and score goals.
no.
Make
Tony,
my
sorry. That's what Tony does, though.
He does
He
it
does
all.
drop deep. He
He
does
does it all.
everything. He's the
Flick-ons.
Penalty
yeah.
kicks.
He's the complete forward. You know,
He's a
he's the
complete
complete
forward, but
forward.
Mikel Arteta might want him to stick to linking up play. That's what I'm saying, and
but
that's
he
the
can do that
problem with
though.
Gabriel
He
Jesus.
can do that.
Gabriel Jesus,
Mm.
Gabriel Jesus was complaining in the Brazilian conference that he was brought to this football club to score goals. He was brought in as a number 9. Didn't you guys hear it when he said it? That he came to this club to be our number 9. That's what he said. But right now, Gabriel Jesus is anywhere in Arsenal's formation, but not in the 18-yard
But
box.
in the
He
18.
has a problem with that. And he's just sticking to linking up play. That's what I'm saying. Every striker that this manager lays his hand upon will suffer because he wants you to do anything but score goals. He wants you to be a creator. He wants you to be that link up guy. And many other strikers who feel like, hey, my game, yeah, I have this, I have link up play as part of my, game. I have scoring goals, staying in the 18-yard box, bringing other people around me, holding up play. But it might affect them because possibly, yeah, they might have those skills, but they still want to score goals. They want to be in the 18-yard box, stay there and score goals. Mikel Arteta might not like it. He might just want him to just link up play.
What
Only.
about look at how this manager did Trossard, man. Trossard was player of the month when he got here.
Brilliant.
Trossard came in here, was on fire. He was on form. He was rolling, was cooking. You know, he was part of why I said we probably could have won the title because he could have came on in and he came in and he hit the ground running. Bang, 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 bang. What did Arteta do? Pull him out. What did he do?
Put him on
Dropped
the
him as
bench.
soon as Martin
Dropped him.
Lee was available. Dropped him.
Dropped him. No loyalty. There is no honor amongst thieves. What did he do? Got rid of him. We don't love him whole. We don't love him whole. That's what he did. He got rid of him. Dropped him. That's how he did it. First train running. First train running, got rid of him. Now look at him. People are like, well, Trossard, he can't do anything. Look at, he's breaking these players, gentlemen. He's breaking our play. He's buying them. He's breaking them, and he's throwing them away. He's just getting rid of them. And then he goes and get the old players. He'll get Ivan Toney when he's 42. 42 coming from United. He'll get him. He'll get him in. That we don't.
I'm sorry. Let me clear this up. Yeah. Here today, I never said that you're not listening. I never said he doesn't do link up play. He has that as his. He does that. He's a complete striker. But I'm saying that even if he comes in, Mikel Arteta might want him to do something else entirely apart
Play
from
left
scoring
back.
goals.
Yeah, he might play.
That's
Yeah,
what I'm saying.
left back.
Because
Yeah.
What here today? What are you
Goalkeeper.
telling me? What are you telling me? We had the
Hey,
best CDM last season. Play
hey,
right back this season.
he'll
Make
make
that
Tony.
sense.
Look at Tony.
Why are you guys not? Why are you not with your thinking caps on this one here
He'll say
today?
Tony. He'll say
We
Tony
had
taught
the
him to play
best. We
goalkeeper.
had one of the best CDM players last season. Casemiro, Rodri, yeah, and Thomas Partey were meant to be the best CDM players last season. And this season, Mikel Arteta started Thomas Partey at right back. So when I am telling you that this manager will bring in Ivan Toney and restrict him to just link up play, don't think about it. It can happen. It can happen.
Hey, I'm
And
gonna tell you,
restrict him to that Jesus role, and then we won't have anyone who's scoring goals for us.
Tony.
The problem is the manager.
Let's not.
No striker would develop under this manager. Let's
Let,
call a spade a spade.
This manager ruins players. Let's look at the signing that we brought in. Let's look at the signing we brought in this year. What happened to my boy? What happened to my boy Timber? They assessed him. They said, no, don't go back out there.
Thank you here to there. Thank you.
What happened? What happened? Went back out there out for the year.
Kept him on the pitch when he was injured, yeah.
He may never be the same.
Never be the same, yeah.
That's what I'm afraid of. And guess what? We stuck with the bill. Why? Because this man here, this manager right here. So he has a laundromat. We can go through and just look at the failures.
People just say it's one game. People say it's 4 years, man.
4 years. Bands. Look at the team that won the FA Cup. Look at the players. How do you get rid of a whole team that won the FA Cup?
Yeah.
Look at the players when they left. Every player that left ended up going somewhere doing better.
Yep.
Doing better.
Mm-hmm.
Look at Granit Xhaka. He's sitting over there. They in the top half of the table.
And it's looking
Granit
good.
Xhaka.
And Xhaka is looking good. Well.
He's away from this man.
Yep.
He's away. He's not being depended on to do stuff that he's not good at. He's got players around him to do the dirty stuff. All he needs to do is play his position. That's it.
Yep.
This manager has failed it, y'all. He's failed it. It's just like Ben said. It's not just 1 year. And that's what everybody keeps thinking. What did I tell you Friday? I told them when we did the show. I said, people are operating as if this is a brand new year. This is a continuation from last season coming down the stretch.
Yeah.
The same run of form. Nothing's changed. Remember, we were getting our ass kicked by was it United this summer? Oh man, don't panic. And I said, hey man, I'm sitting back in the shadows. I'm looking. I'm not liking what I see. First game of the season. If they had a striker that could score, we lose the first game of the season. Remember, he had right out the gate, he had a chance to score. Get to Fulham, they come back, almost steal the game. We get out of jail. Crystal Palace, they take a penalty to get us out of jail. Odegaard got to go kick a penalty kick. But then we play Sheffield United, and it's party time. It's get the cake, the ice cream. Let's go get Barney. Let's go get the Sesame Street. Let's get the Muppet Baby. Everybody have a good time. Let's get. Hey, I ain't got it on me, Tony. I ain't got it on me to play it. But yeah, in the room, your defense is in trouble. And get that in the room. That's what everybody was going. 1, 2, 3, Eddie. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. And then what have you seen the last 2 games, my boy? What have y'all seen?
Oh my God!
He gave us everything he had in that Sheffield United game. But can I ask a question? Cause I got to go in a minute. Can I just ask a question?
Yeah.
What's wrong with putting Gabriel Martinelli up front?
I have no.
I've been saying that for a while now.
What's wrong with putting Zinchenko in midfield?
Yeah, that's what I thought he was going to do yesterday. That's what I thought he was going to do yesterday. I thought he was going to take off Havertz and put Zinchenko in the midfield.
And put Zinchenko there and allow Tomiyasu
to try to make things happen, get in between the lines.
Yeah.
Because that's one thing with Zinchenko. He will always try that pass. He would always try that pass.
You know, if Arsene Wenger was here, he'd be playing in midfield.
Oh, definitely.
I wouldn't have put my house on that. He'd be playing midfield. This manager can't. He doesn't even know there comes a point that the manager has to look at his player. And anybody that's coached it, even on the youth level, you go look at your players, you know what they're good at and what they're not good at. And you try to get them far as you can away from what they're not good at and have them excel at whatever they're good at.
Yeah.
And this manager doesn't do that.
With what you're not good at.
Yeah. I can't defend. Well, keep doing it for me, man. We'll figure it out. Just keep defending. Well, I can't defend, coach. Don't worry about it. It'll be all right. Coach, I just said I can't defend. It doesn't matter. Just go ahead.
I've seen him play Havertz up front.
Tony? What I told you, Tony asked me, let me tell you what Tony asked me one time. Tony said, Matt, where should we play Havertz? I said, put him up top so he can stay out of trouble. Get out of people's way. I said, if something falls for him to have a shot on goal or something, but just stay out of people's way. That'd be the best course of action.
But you know what it is on a serious level. His confidence was shattered his confidence looks. Havertz looks like his confidence is shattered. He's got no confidence. Every time he
Yeah,
gets the ball, he
Arteta's
wants
gonna
to
die
get
on
rid of
that
it.
hill. He's gonna die on Havertz hill, unfortunately.
Yeah, he
and
shouldn't have took this. He shouldn't have took
should
the.
have avoided.
He should have went right on over there to Sporting Lisbon. He should have went somewhere off the radar. Udinese,
Exactly.
went
Yeah.
to Lazio, somewhere off the radar and rebuild itself. Remember I told you, Tony? I said he should go out and rebuild itself, and then you come back.
And then you come back.
And then you come back, man. It's nothing. What you call it? Did it? Salah. He left Chelsea. Went and rebuilt himself. He came back.
Yeah.
He was a much better
And came
player.
back. And came back. See ya, guys. We have to go. But just before we go, because we didn't talk about the VAR. Yeah, guys. Do you think this is this something we have to talk about?
It's an excuse.
I don't even want to talk
Obviously,
about that.
when I'm gonna
Disgusting.
say, I don't even want to talk about it like that. At the end of the day, the ball did go out. I've got no problems. The ball did go out, but we weren't good enough anyway. We weren't good enough. What's that? Okay, the
true.
ball. If the VAR works, it's a draw. And we had all the possession, we was all over them, just like West Ham. But what's the point of having all the possession if you're not creating anything? You're not having any shots on goal.
One shot on goal. Let that sink in. Just one
Pathetic.
shot on goal.
Pathetic.
That's basic.
One shot. Bant, do you think this VAR thing? Do you have anything? Because the club came out and the club said, "Hey, you know what? Yeah, things need to be addressed." But this is the bigger thing that people are not looking at, Bant, and I want you to look into it. Mikel Arteta came out and said in exactly October 6th, he came out and said when Liverpool had their problem, and they threw this question to him about the VAR stuff, and he said to the press, a press room filled with people and journalists, and he forgot that these guys they're clipping him. They're clipping him. Come on, we're in a tech savvy world. These guys are clipping him, and he said, "You know what? Yeah, this is VAR. People make mistakes." That's what he said. And now, even everyone have been clipping him right now. And then yesterday he came out and said, "This is a disgrace." He stayed in England for about 20 years, 20 something years, and it's an embarrassment. And you know what? Yeah, people went to clip what he said October 6th and clipped what he said yesterday, and it's everywhere. Do you know what I did? I clipped him too. How about that? I clipped him too. Mic drop. I clipped him too. I put it on my Instagram. Mic drop. I clipped the manager too.
That's what he said.
You know what's
I
happening now?
clipped him too. It's on my Instagram. I clipped
You know what's happening with
him. He needs
Arteta now?
to go. What do you think, Bant?
Weaknesses are being shown now. He's showing a lot of vulnerabilities now because a man that can't control his anger is not a strong man. So maybe now teams are looking at him and thinking, "Yeah, we know how to wind up this Arsenal. They're weak. They're mentally weak. You know, we can wind up this manager as well and get to him." And when you get to Arteta, you get to the players because Arteta's a very emotional guy if you see him behind the scenes. But one thing I wanted you to ask, Tony, because we've not spoken about it. We've just spoken about the game. Where do we go from here? That's what I want to know. But is that for another show?
I don't know. I don't, Ben. I don't have the answers because when I look at this team, when you look at this team from top to bottom, we got so many problems, man. We got Nketiah can't score. Saka's probably, let's just be frank. Let's just call a spade a spade. Saka's playing hurt. He's playing hurt. Because remember, they drug him back. They drug him back a couple of weeks ago. So he's playing hurt. You go to the bench. Trossard is in. You got him in. You got him out. You got him out. You got him in. You got him in. You got him out.
Yeah.
He can't get anything going. Emmitt Smith Rowe all of a sudden hurt.
Yep.
Fabio Vieira is no good. Havertz is no good. Jorginho no good. Partey out to January, probably not coming back, and he going to AFCON. And then he's going. Then he's going to AFCON, so we won't see him tomorrow.
You've got a lot of problems.
And then you look at the back line. You can look at the back line. If Tomiyasu, Gabby, Saliba go down, that's it. Goodbye. That's it.
Actually, Tomiyasu is going for the Asian Cup by January.
Oh yeah, you know what, Tony? I forgot about that. I forgot about that, Tony. I forgot about the Asian Cup this year. He's right. He's got to go to that. So he's out of here.
He's out of here by
So we're
January.
screwed.
out of here.
We're screwed.
So
And
we
you know-
just have Zinchenko then. Just Zinchenko playing
Literally.
every game.
We got Bart Simpson. out there. So look at this. Look at this. Look at this situation. Whose fault is this? This is the manager's. It's
Manager.
100% on the manager. I mean,
What
just
happens if Ramsdale wants to get out as well?
you know what?
He probably is.
Let me solve that Ramsdale problem. Let me solve this Ramsdale. Everybody's like, well, how are we gonna solve this goalkeeping problem? Let me help you out. I'll make this easy for you. This is how you do this, bro. This is how you do this. This is how you do this. You pay the 60+ million for Oblak and call it a day. You pay the 70 million for whoever the top flight goalkeeper is, and whatever the top of the line goalkeeper is. How much y'all need for him? We need 55. Oh, 55.
Who's that French guy, that French manager? French keeper.
Just pay the money.
Magnon for
Yeah.
8 grand.
I would
Man-
take
man-
him, bro, in a beat.
Yeah, he's
Oh
a
my
believer.
god! Oh
He's
my god! You
quality.
guys are not even really seeing the bigger picture.
What's the bigger picture?
FFP rules is breathing down our
I
necks.
know. We can't.
Who's
Now,
fault is that?
now, that's why we couldn't even bring David Raya on a paid,
On a
on
permanent.
a fully paid, on a
Yeah.
permanent deal.
As you do, Tony, as you do with me. Just turn my head and just turn and just look, man. Man,
So that
listen,
means-
Sometimes let's look at it
That-
outside the box. We're fucked all round. There's no way you want to check it.
we are
fucked.
screwed.
That's it. We're
Man.
We're
screwed.
screwed in the pooch.
He's finished, man.
Thomas Partey
The
is out.
minimum
He'll go
from
to the African
Arteta
Nations
to
Cup.
win a cup this season.
Done.
I can't even see him winning the FA Cup.
Which could have
I
been the
can't see him
League Cup.
winning
It could have been the League Cup.
Yeah, the League Cup.
February.
They said that was a 500. It's only 500,000. Nobody cares about that. I care about it. If 5 people on this panel care about it, I wanted silverware. We hadn't won the trophy. We have not won that trophy since we moved to the Emirates. Any trophy that we have not won since we moved to the Emirates should be on the table.
On the
It's
list. It's
on
on
the
the
table.
list.
Big up, Static. Big ups to you. Static, you have to come on the show one of these days, man. Still waiting on you, Static.
On the
One
table.
of these days, give me a shout out.
On the table. Go ahead, brother.
Do you think we can do well in Europe then with the squad that we got?
No, absolutely.
Bro,
We
I
don't know
got
if we're
asked
gonna
the
get out
same
We
question.
don't know if we're gonna
We
get out the
can't
group.
even do well in the Carabao Cup. How
Hey,
can we do well
Tony.
in Europe?
Tony, you know how you
It's
answer
not
that question?
possible.
You know
We
how you
can't
answer
even
that
beat
question?
West Ham. We can't
Hey.
beat West Ham. How can we do well in
I'm just
Europe?
asking. It's a general,
I'm gonna ask-
I
I'm gonna
know
ask-
it shouldn't even be a question.
I have
We
the
went out,
answer.
we can't even get that done.
I have the answer. I have the
We're
answer, Tony.
screwed.
I have the answer. And this time
We're
anybody
screwed.
asks you, hey, do y'all think Arsenal gonna do anything in Europe? You ask them. We were in a lesser competition last year. We were in a correct. Were we in a lesser competition last year?
Yep.
Yeah.
We make it to the knockout round.
And PSG,
Sporting Lisbon.
Yeah.
Sporting Lisbon.
What a
banked
Lisbon.
up.
That's
PSV.
away.
PSV.
and
Pulled our pants down. The year before that, Rapid Vienna. Y'all remember Rapid Vienna?
Yep.
Ludogorets, all this stuff. We out there in the Gulag playing in the back of Jerusalem. And then
You can't do it in Europe.
yeah.
So
His European record is garbage. We talk about the cup runs. His European record is garbage.
Who do you know? Someone in the I think Onome asked the question of what manager would be.
Yeah, what manager? It's
Um,
simple. Mancini, Zidane,
What about
Diego.
Enrique? What about Enrique?
What about
Who's
Diego?
Enrique?
Yeah, I'd take it.
Enrique's at PSG.
Enrique is
That's
at
right. He over there. That's right. He over there now. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
I'd take Mancini to bridge.
Diego's okay.
You can get Mancini. You got Simeone, who actually is my because we in order for us, we need to toughen up. We need to toughen up across the
We
board.
need to toughen up. Yeah.
Him, Ancelotti's going to Brazil, so that's out of it. And ultimately, I think Zidane's going to go back to Real Madrid because they have a tendency to go back and get old managers. So I have a feeling he's going to go back to Madrid, and he's good with the kids anyway, so he can probably get them up to snuff. But I really think that we need to get rid of this manager before the damage is done even worse. Because what's going to happen is, y'all remember how it looked when he first got here? You remember all them contracts? We had crazy contracts. You had Rod Holden. You had all this junk, all that junk sitting up on there.
Them death row contracts there, boy.
Yeah, what you call it? Death row contract. Yeah, them death row them ghost contract, them phantom contracts. Yeah, that they were killing us. And that's what we got now. We got the same thing. We got bloated wages. People know they shouldn't be getting paid this kind of money. We had the last piece of good business we did was when we sold Iwobi to Everton. And that's been
Yeah.
That's the last piece of good business we did.
Yeah.
Guys. Guys. I know this is a personal one, but it's the last one for the show before it closes. I'll start from you, Craig. And the question is, it will go from Craig to Bance and Wizard, and of course me and Southern Gunner. Do you still have faith in this manager to run this football club?
Let me get some water.
Let me get some water. Arteta in or Arteta out?
I'm going to give it to the end of the season. If we don't do anything this season, then get rid. We have to give him faith. Who's going to come replace him now anyway? There's no available manager at the moment who's available to replace him now. So I'll give him to the end of the season, then have a review. And if it doesn't hit the target that the club want to set with the money we spent in the summer, I say thank you very much for your time and effort. Time to go. Adios. Goodbye. Simple. That's my opinion.
Bant, where are you in this case? We just threw away another chance to get in on a trophy this season. In that EFL Cup, threw it away. Threw it away to the bin. And then in the coming weeks we're gonna be risking getting out of the Champions League. And look at, we just got disgraced by Newcastle at St James Park. What do you think? Arteta in, Arteta out?
I'm Arteta doubt. So I'm not in and I'm not out. I'm Arteta doubt. And I'll tell you something, and we've spoken about this already. If he doesn't bring home no trophies, then he's out at the end of the season. He's still got a season to go. He's not gonna get sacked now. But at the end of the season, if I ain't got no trophies, then he's out. Simple as that. He's not good enough.
Okay. Weezer, Arteta in, Arteta out. Look into what has happened. This week we've thrown away a cup game. Last season it threw everything away. FA Cup, the other one, the EFL Cup, and yet again it does it again this week again. And look, we got disgraced by West Ham in the EFL Cup, got dumped by that same competition. We got done dirty by Newcastle again. And right now, I'm not even sure what's going to happen in that matchup against Sevilla. We might be dumped out of two competitions, maybe not totally clearly, in 2 weeks. What do you think?
I'm Arteta out, man. I think last season, getting dumped out of the Europa League the way that we did, and then obviously saying we got bigger fish to fry and we're concentrating on the league, and we still didn't win the league, even with the gap that we had. He just needed, and again, it's not always, for me, it's not always about the price tag. It's not always about the price tag. There's decent players out there that can come and can play with heart and strength and do a job. It's not always about, the Kai Havertz thing up. This has just confused me. And I said it when we done it. It's either going to work or it's not going to work. And right now it's not working. But because he spent 65 million, he's still playing him. He's still playing him, and we're suffering because, again, you're going onto the pitch with 10 men. You're literally going onto the pitch with 10 men because there's not much that he can offer. So I'm very much Arteta out. I've had enough already, man. I've had enough already, man. Obviously, I know he's not going to go now. But yeah, end of the season, I can't see how we're going to win anything. I can't see how we're going to win anything this season.
Matt Adam.
Because again, the problem is, look at Tottenham. If Spurs go and win tomorrow, all of a sudden they're opening up a lead. And as an Arsenal fan, I'm not having that, mate. I'm not having that.
You're not having that. Exactly. Matt Adam. I already know what you think. You want this manager to disappear from the air. That we breathe right now. What do you think? Mikel Arteta in, Mikel Arteta out?
OUT needs to be out of here. He needs to be gone. He needs to be moved on. Let me tell you something. I mentioned this the other day. It might have been on there with Leo. It might have been with you. It was one of the two. I'm gonna say it the exact same way I said it. Now y'all know I'm over here in the States. I'm in America. Watch the NFL. I follow the Rams. I'm gonna tell y'all exactly how this is gonna play out. One thing about American owners, I know this for a fact, is when they put their money behind something, if they're not getting any results, it might take a few seasons. And I think we're at that stage, but they're gonna look up and say, where the hell is my money going? and when they look at that bill, and they see negative 700, negative, not plus, negative, minus on player salaries and outgoings and etc. They're going to start looking. Look, let me paint the picture. Paint the picture for y'all. Have y'all noticed? Vin, I say he was leaving.
Yeah.
Has anybody
didn't know that?
Yeah. Has anybody?
Great.
Has anybody noticed?
I knew that. I knew that. I knew it was the end of the season to leave.
Yeah.
End the season. Yeah.
They didn't say why. They just say he leaving. He's the first rat to bail now. That's the first one. The team doctor we had, he over at United now. Nobody didn't didn't even know that. The one we had, he at United. He at United now. He gone.
Garrow Disco, yeah.
He's gone.
United.
Yeah, he's gone. The rats are leaving the ship.
Even Airport Albert had a,
he had an
interview with Ajax of Amsterdam.
Yeah.
And we lost Steve. We lost Steve Brown in the summer.
Steve Brown is gone.
He left in the summer. So
the people are leaving. This is it. I told y'all we're in the final stages of this thing. Honestly, I don't know if we're gonna get out this group, but I think that's going to be the catalyst. Finally, that's gonna finally be it. You're gonna still have folks going down because people were going down with Wenger when Wenger was he was getting senile every time to go. He was there. Finger in. Oh, one Arsene Wenger. Oh, one Arsene Wenger. They were going crazy all the way up. Mercy, Arsene Wenger. Mercy. That's all they were saying. Until we were going down the toilet. People gonna go down this toilet with Arteta all the way down the toilet. But I'm telling you, like this right here, Tony. Abs, Wizard, Bance, I'm telling y'all, the gig is up. What you saw yesterday is the real Arsenal. That's our team right there, what we saw. That team was made in his image. This team of players he went out and bought. The directions they are following are the directions that they've been given by him. Rookie. Had no experience. Never should have took the job. So I saw no man in the chat talking about De Zerbi. De Zerbi don't need to come over here either. Where is his champion? I want Champions League pedigree. I want
an experienced manager. Someone. No. All this experiment, I don't need it, man.
I'm experimenting out.
I've seen a lot of all this.
Watch this. Would you take De Zerbi at City right now? That's the question that I'm starting asking for. Would you settle for that?
Shameless, he would say yes, but
would you take Arteta at City right now?
Take it.
That's a good question.
Yeah.
I want to see.
Hey, gentlemen, they tell us, y'all should bear with him. He's only this. It's only that. It's only this. It's only that.
Take him at City.
Take him at City. Take him.
You take him. You take him. You want him. You want him. You get him. You're looking out. Y'all can have him. I won't complain. I don't think nobody will complain if y'all can get him. No, he should be gone, Tony. It's time for him to go. It's time to go. It's time to go. Look here. I'm a New England Patriots fan, and it's time for Bill Belichick to go. It's time to go. It's time for these matches. When you can't get it right, and you had year after year after year, and the check's been cut. Get him out.
Time to go.
See ya, guys. Yeah, that finally for me, this manager has spent $700 million. Yeah, and we don't have right now. I can't see what we really have physically in that team right now. Yeah, that justifies that. Yeah, $700 million spent. No marquee striker right now that can adequately give us 30 goals in the season. How can you win the league when you don't have a focal striker that could score 30 goals in a season for you? It's over. You can't. We have a captain right now, yeah, who is actually down the tools. Yeah. Don't let that goal that was scored at West Ham fool you. The guy's not on form. He's not on form. And if he's not on form, there goes our creativity because he's our creativity machine. Last season, he scored 15 goals and created seven opportunities. Sorry, and gave seven assists last season. That's how good Odegaard, was last season. And this season, those stats are down the toilet. So right now, we don't have a striker. We don't have the number one guy who's supposed to be creating for us. We don't have a backup player for him. So we don't have any creativity down that lane too. And you know what? Yeah, Bukayo Saka is looking tired, done. I even heard he was limping in yesterday's matchup yesterday. So we don't even have a like for like replacement for Bukayo Saka at all. Imagine if William Saliba drops right now and as we speak. What happens?
We saw
We
we
don't
saw
have
what
no
happened. We seen what happened with that.
it's back to factory settings. Kivio. And guys, I need not to remind you what
I forgot
happened
he was in the
when
team.
Kivio played against Liverpool when he was tightening his shoelace when an attack was going on against Liverpool. That's how bad it is. So now we don't have a striker, we don't have a creator, we don't have a backup for Bukayo Saka, we don't have someone, at least a midfielder who is fit and on the bench, ready to a Zulu warrior you call on right now, come and play from the bench. We don't have that. We don't have a backup defender if William Saliba goes down right now. Right now, we have more problems in our goalkeeping position than we had even when the last manager was here. Matt Odom told you we've already tangled with about six goalkeepers in about 4 seasons, 4 5 seasons. That's shambolic. And even right now, we've not still sorted out that goalkeeping position. We are in a mess. And imagine all this mess, and it's $700 million spent, and we don't have these things. It's done. It's done. And these are his players. And you know what? This is what even hurts me more. Last season, yeah, I left Mikel Arteta to do whatever he wanted to do. Yeah, threw away the title, threw away cup games. But this season, to come in and throw away the EFL Cup, a chance to go into the quarterfinal, that did it for me. And going into this Newcastle matchup, I did know we are going to lose that matchup. And yes, we did lose that matchup. It's over. Arteta out. Because see, guys, yeah, we are not doing ourselves any favor if we want this manager to still be here. Tactics out the window. It's been proven. He's not a good tactician. He's not a good tactician. It's been proven. He's not a good coach either. We all have seen this guy, Thomas Partey, get injured, comes out of the pitch, and this guy has gone to push Thomas Partey back into and injure himself more. What else? His game management skills, it's off. It's off the see, it's zero.
He did that in the hey,
Management skills,
Tony, don't forget he
zero.
came from on a 12-hour flight from Africa.
Exactly. It pushed him in. Have you see, guys, don't let me remind you that it pushed Gabriel Martinelli to go back into a game when he was injured also. His game management skills, we've seen it. It's zero. Tactician, zero. Win us a major trophy, zero. Spent money, check. Yes. I'm sorry, man. We're not getting the goods. Ateta out. Vance, shout out your channel, my brother.
Yeah, it's Football Bounce channel. You can catch me on all the socials, Facebook, Instagram, mainly, and yeah, on YouTube. So there I am, Football Bounce with a Z or Z, Football Bounce channel. Put me up.
Yeah, yeah. Wizard, shout out where people could find you, brother.
Yeah, you can find me on Fan Nation TV. That's on Instagram and YouTube.
Yeah. Craig, talk to these people. Where can they find you, my brother?
87.uk on YouTube and Instagram, and 29 Matthew for my personal Instagram. So yeah, thank you.
Yeah, my brother, Matt Adam. Talk to these people. Where can they find you, man?
You can find me right here on YouTube, Southern Gunner. I also on the watch alongs with Lee Gunner, and you can always find me and Tony on one of each other's channel, talking that talk, keeping them honest.
Talking that talk.
Yeah.
Guys, yeah, me, because Matt Odom especially asked for band, for us to have a show. So tomorrow, I've scheduled that show for 9 p.m. So band to be a special guest on that show for me and Matt Odom tomorrow at 9 p.m. UK time. It's gonna be a late one because Matt Odom has to go to work. So definitely, I think he should be back by that 9 p.m. UK time tomorrow. So join us for that one. Me and Oregon gonna have a show tomorrow. That should be by 7:30 p.m. He's gonna be angry after what happened today. Yeah, Oregon gonna. Oh, guys, you don't want to miss that one tomorrow. Me and Bant will be down here by 9 p.m. UK time with Matt. Bant will be a special guest too. See you guys. Go support Weezer Fan Nation TV. That's my brother, man. Thanks for showing up today. Craig, thanks for showing up today, and thanks for, because I know my Autumn took a big chunk of our time, but this was needed. Yeah, this therapy was needed because Arsenal just lost 2 back-to-back games, and we just need to do this. Yeah, we had to do this. So guys, yeah, from me and my brothers and my Autumn, we are out. We are out.
Peace.
Yes,
Peace.
man. Good show, man.